Hey beauties! This week I'm super excited to talk to you about my skincare routine and my hair routine and how I keep my hair super healthy and how I keep my skin glowing and radiant without makeup. First, I want to say thank you to, and I'm gonna hide my shipping address on this, Pibu. Pibu is a Korean sheet mask subscription box, and it's amazing. Isn't this adorable? On the packaging it says healthy skin is happy skin, and that is 100% correct because look at my skin. It's the best it's ever looked in my entire life, and I can honestly thank it to the skincare routine that I currently use, part of which includes sheet masks. First, I want to talk a little bit about Pibu. Pibu is a subscription box that sends you 8 to 10 facial sheet masks every single month, and they are from the world's top Korean skincare brands like Innisfree, Tony Moly, Etude House, The Face Shop, Skin Food, all of those brands that you know and love if you are into Korean skincare. And if you're not into Korean skincare, just know that I've used all of these brands before and I know that they are top notch. So believe me when I say that this is an awesome subscription box. The cool thing about Pibu is that it only costs around $14 a month and you get 8 to 10 masks. This is my actual collection of sheet masks right here. When I typically buy sheet masks, I'll have to buy them in bulk on Amazon because they're not readily available to me nearby. There are some places here in San Francisco for me, but for the majority of the US population, which is also the majority of my audience, there aren't Korean sheet mask stores all over the place. You could go to Sephora where you could spend like $4 on one mask, but you could also just subscribe to Pibu and get a ton of different types of masks, allowing you to try every single type of mask that you could possibly imagine in 1 month for only 14 bucks. You can try every single one and decide which is your favorite because of this subscription box, which is fantastic. So again, thank you so much to Pibu for sponsoring this video because seriously, I love sheet masks. Obviously, I'm not new to sheet mask love. I use them regularly in my routine. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I use sheet masks along with my regular skincare routine to make my skin perfect and glowy and pamper my skin and keep it moisturized and nice just like it is now, just like it is in the beginning of all of my makeup videos where some of you are like, how is your skin so nice? Now you know why. And I'm also going to show you my basic hair care routine because I actually don't really do much to my hair to keep it nice and healthy. Also, if you'd like to know where you can subscribe to Pibu or check out any of the different products that I talk about in this video, just head to the description box in my YouTube video and I will list literally everything there for you to make it easier for you to find. Alright, keep watching. By the way, if you love videos like this, be sure to let me know so I can do more in-depth tutorials on how I take care of the various parts of my body. That sounded weird. Okay, bye. The first thing I do when I get out of the shower is completely moisturize my face. Pretty much all of my skincare products are Laneige. I love Laneige products. They are so effing gentle. I can get them in my eyes and they don't burn. So for this moisturizing part of the video, it's gonna be all Laneige, just remember that. First, I'm using Laneige's Power Essential Skin Toner, and this is for combination to oily skin. They also have a thicker version that's for people with dry skin, and it's a little more nutrient rich. Honestly, I've used both versions and this one is fine, but I think I want to go back to the one for more dry skin just because I just feel like it pampers my skin more than this one does. Although this is great, this is awesome, but my skin isn't exactly oily. Ever since I started taking better care of my skin has become less oily and more normal. I'm gonna go back to the normal to dry formula, and I'll just put a few drops in the palm of my hand. I'll slap my hand on top of it and rub my hands together, and then I'll literally put this all over my face and neck, including on top of my eyes because it just doesn't burn. Just like this, gently rubbing it in. And I have super sensitive skin. I'm honestly pressing really lightly, but I have mild rosacea. My skin tends to turn red no matter what I do. And when I apply it to my neck, I push up because I'm going against gravity, and it forms less wrinkles on the neck. When it comes to Korean skincare, it's important to go from the thinnest ingredient to the thickest ingredient last. That's why we start with toner and move on to thicker ingredients as we move from bottle to bottle. This balances the pH level of my skin, so now it feels more normal. Next, I'm using my White Plus Skin Refiner, and I apply it the same way. I'll just put a few drops in the palm of my hand, and I'll rub my hands together, and I'll apply this all over my face. And what this does is, if any of you are like me and are acne prone and have super sensitive skin, this is meant to brighten the spots on your skin that are darkened from acne scarring, and it just heals your skin a lot faster. Next, I'm using the Balancing Emulsion. I just put one pump in the palm of my hands, and this I just rub together with my fingertips, and I gently massage this into my face. And what the emulsion does, oh, it smells so good. It supplies moisture to your skin and balances your skin out while also helping to remove the very top layer of dead skin cells, and it leaves your your skin at that ideal moisture level where it's just nice and soft. The next step is this water bank serum. The bottle says that it is a 24-hour ultra hydrating serum infused with hydroionized mineral water and biogen technology. So I just take a pump of this as well, and I'll rub my fingers together and I'll apply it to my neck first, and then apply it to my face in the areas of my face where I know I get wrinkles from laugh lines, crow's feet, wherever, and I'll massage it into my face. These are the most gentle products I've ever used ever. They don't irritate my skin, they just feel good and they smell good, and if I can put them in my eyes, I mean, enough said. The next step is to put on my eye cream, and I'm using the Water Bank eye gel. I'll take my ring finger and I'll tap it into the product and dab it beneath my eye and in my crow's feet, and I'll take a little more and I'll also put it on top of my eyelid, and then I'll start tapping it into my skin. And then I'll do the same to the other side, taking just a tap of that product and applying it beneath my eye and also to my lid, and I'll tap it into my skin. With eye creams, I find them very important because my under eyes definitely get dry, especially since I wear makeup and I'm constantly using different types of makeup remover to remove it. So I mostly use oil-based makeup remover and just my hands to take makeup off my eyes now. And the reason that I apply this eye gel to my lids as well is because over time, your lids, even though they seem like they're oily, will tend to get drier as you age. So for me, I found that applying this Water Bank eye gel to my lids helps normalize them, and it helps keep my lids hydrated throughout the day, which is nice. So it's not like my eyes are producing so much oil and creasing all of my makeup. If you've never tried it, give it a shot. And also drink more water. That's obviously important. At this point in my routine, if I'm doing a self-pampering day and I want my skin to recover, I'll use sheet masks. I have so many of them, it's unreal. I have like a million of these My Beauty Diary masks, for example. And one of the reasons that I love the Peeboo subscription box is because for the same price that I would spend buying only one type of mask, I get a ton of different types of masks in one box instead. These are the July masks, ginseng mask from Skin Food, or this bee venom mask from Skin Food, avocado mask from The Face Shop. If you follow me on Snapchat, you'll know that I'm constantly in sheet masks and I'm constantly wearing pimple cream because I'm just obsessed with skincare. It's the most important part of the whole makeup routine to me, because if you don't have a nice surface to work on, your makeup doesn't go on as smoothly, your skin is just patchy and dry and flaky and it doesn't feel or look good. This is how I do it. I will probably never change my skincare routine because these basic products that I use from Laneige have really normalized my skin and made my skin so much better. There will be days when I get home from being out in the sun all day and my skin's just been baking under the sun and I know that it needs moisture or healing or hydration. My eyes will sag and I just know that my skin needs a little boost. I will take a sheet mask and treat my skin. So I'm gonna use this sheet mask from Peeboo. It's the acai berry mask and it's made by The Face Shop. I like to kind of shake my bag to make sure that the sheet mask is pushed down towards the bottom before I rip it. Rip it at the top. So I'm just gonna reach inside and pull out this sheet mask. And this thing is like saturated in serum, and I carefully unwrap it. Then I make sure that this is placed over my nose first and eyes. And then this area, I have a tiny face, so I always have to move up the lip portion a little bit. I look insane. Then I'll kind of fold it around my face and press it down here. I'm tasting it. It tastes like acai berry. And I'll fold it around my face to make sure that it's in all of the areas that I know I get the most dry. And then this nose flap, I will pull down over my nose. Different sheet masks fit different faces. I know that for this mask, obviously it's a little larger for my face, and I would say most face masks are like that because, as you saw in my eyeglass video, I just have a tiny head to begin with. And I don't sit around talking while I'm wearing my masks usually. Most of the time, I'll wear my mask and read a book, get on my computer and do some work, browse Pinterest, check out my Instagram, all that good stuff. With the excess serum that's in here, you want to kind of either pour it into your hand, or I just like to reach in and touch it all because I'm gross. And I'll take this and I'll literally just apply it to my neck and my chest and rub it in. And I'll also apply it to the back of my hands. And then you just leave this mask on for about 20 minutes. And I know it looks super insane, but let me tell you what's happening as this mask is on my face. This acai berry mask specifically is high in antioxidants, vitamin C, and on days where I feel like my skin is just really tired and saggy and my fine lines are showing more often than normal because it's not as hydrated, I would use a mask like this after my regular face routine to kind of spot treat my skin. You leave this on for 20 minutes, and during those 20 minutes, your skin is essentially being force-fed moisture. Although the serum is on your skin, it's also covered by this sheet mask, preventing that serum from evaporating, and you're just getting hyper-injected with nutrients and vitamins and minerals, and your skin topically is like, oh, this feels great. It's a spa. It's a spa for your skin, and it's wonderful and awesome, and why wouldn't you do it? After the 20 minutes are up, you can peel off the mask and you can just throw this away. They're one-time use items, and you take your fingers and pat the rest of the serum into your face. And the reason you only want to wait 20 minutes to keep the mask on is because if you leave it on too long to the point where the mask starts to dry, the mask will actually begin sucking the moisture back out of your face and into the mask, and that's not a good thing. Don't leave it on for more than 20 minutes. And after that serum is all soaked in from your sheet mask, your skin should be a little tacky to the touch, and by that I mean that when you touch it, it almost feels kind of sticky. And this is the perfect time to apply your moisturizer, so I'm gonna do that now. My last step, and I know it's not Laneige, this is from Nature Republic, and it's their Aqua moisturizer. I obviously use it all the time, so just dip my finger inside and apply this cream. It smells so good. To my nose, my forehead, my chin, and my neck. And then I'll pat this into my skin and rub it upwards on my neck and just kind of rub the rest into my hands. I always put things on my hands. And then I'll leave my face alone and I'll brush out my hair. My hair is just like a tangled mess right now and it looks disgusting. I just never blow dry. I'm not a blow drying person. I just go in with a wet brush, and this brush makes it super easy to comb out and brush out really long tangled hair like mine without hurting it. So you can just go in and do this to your hair straight after a shower and you're not gonna break any hairs. It's just gonna make it easy to detangle and brush out your hair. So I'm gonna brush out mine right now. And when I'm brushing my hair, if there are any tangles like this, I will isolate it with my fingers and gently peel apart those tangles with my hands, and then go back in with my wet brush and brush it back out. I use a few different products for my hair. I would say the product that I use the most often is this Caviar CC cream, and this is by Alterna Hair Care. This is just the little travel size version. I also have the big version. I'm just not sure where it is because I just got back from traveling. Essentially, this is a leave-in hair perfector, and I use this to heat protect. I also use it to just smooth down my strands. Since my hair is color processed, if I don't add any sort of moisture to it afterwards, it looks really just fluffy and dry, and this helps keep it looking silky. So I'll just unscrew that, and I will squeeze quite a bit of it into the tips of my fingers, and I'll rub my fingers together, my whole hand actually. And I'll toss, because I have a lot of hair. I'm sure it's very different for people with shorter hair. And I'll just run it through from the colored section down all the way to the base. And I'll just kind of feather throughout all of my different strands and apply this to my hair to make sure that everything is nice. And I'll just flip my hair over and make sure I get the other side, because all of this stuff is underneath my hair when it's on this side, but now it's on top, and I can make sure that I'm running my fingers through it and getting it saturated in this product. Then I take my wet brush again and I make sure to brush my hair through so that the product is distributed evenly, and I'll just part it the way that I want it to sit on my head for the day. At this point, this is usually right about the time where I film my videos. It's usually after I've completely moisturized my face, completely done my hair. I don't really do my hair, as you see. All I do is put a little bit of product in it to make sure that it stays healthy, and then I just brush it out. I also spot treat my acne, and I do this for myself. I do this for my boyfriend. The product that works for me is Kate Sommerville's Eradikate. The active ingredient in this is sulfur. You take a Q-tip, this one's kind of fuzzy, so ignore that, and you dip your Q-tip deep into the isopropyl alcohol down into the pink solution, and you take it and you spot it on the areas of your face that have acne. This works especially well if you have those cystic pimples that haven't risen to the surface yet. This also works on those little spots that you know are about to turn into pimples, and you just need to like dry them out a little bit so it doesn't do that. And I'm constantly drinking water. I don't drink coffee. I only drink tea. I found that coffee kind of makes me a little jittery and anxious, and I have bad anxiety problems as it is. I drink tea because tea keeps me lightly caffeinated, but not in that jittery sense, so it's just enough to keep me going, which I like. Anyway, I hope you guys loved this video. I hope you learned a lot about skincare and how I keep my skin perfect, and not really perfect, but better than it used to be when I was in my late teens to early 20s, where I was like breaking out super bad from hormones and I wasn't doing anything to help myself. Because of what I do to my skin now, especially with the skincare routine that I typically go through, I would say this is the best my skin has ever been. At one point in my life, I went through this phase. I do this all the time. I'm so random. Like one year, I decided that I didn't want to drink for an entire year year just because I wanted to see what would happen, and I did it, and it was awesome. And I remember I would just get up earlier, and I would come home after being out with my friends and be totally able to get my key in the door, which is crazy. I remember shopping for groceries at like 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning one day, and I met so many people just grocery shopping because none of these people were hungover from the night before, and it was like such a nice experience. I did that for a year, and then one year I decided to go without makeup for a year, and it was also a really nice experience because prior to that I was wearing makeup every single day, but did not feel comfortable leaving my house unless I had makeup on, and it was just like my skin was hating me. And when I did the year without makeup, I just became so much more comfortable in my skin, like I am right now talking to you without nothing, or oh my gosh, without anything on my face. I think that's important. I think it's important to love who you are. So again, thank you so much to Peeboo for sponsoring this video. If you can take care of this, you don't need makeup. If you've never tried Korean sheet masks before, this is the perfect way to get into Korean sheet masks because again, look at my skin. Thank you, Korean skincare. My whole family uses sheet masks, so I know that it works because all of us use it and we've all seen changes in our skin in a really positive way. You guys have to try it. And yeah, I hope this video was really helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you, be sure to leave these little sparkle emojis in the comments so I know that you feel like your skin is sparkling and clean just like mine, especially after using these amazing products. I also want to know if you guys have any product recommendations for me on different sheet masks that you love, or even different products that I can use for acne and spot treating and that sort of thing. If you love this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to me on YouTube, drop me a comment if you love it, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Google+, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere as Heycheri. You will find me everywhere online as Heycheri, including Pinterest, like literally everywhere, even on my website. So check out my blog, heycheri.com. I upload it every week with my latest videos and latest posts and latest travels, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Let me just take my YouTube thumbnail real quick. Moisturizer that's nice and thick and lasts throughout the day. Regularly. Just organize these sheet masks into an aesthetically pleasing fan. A ton of different types of masks. Hey beauties, did this? That looks nice. Let's put strawberry first. Everyone likes strawberries, yeah? My hair is so soft right now. Here we go, strawberry. Oh, this feels great.